Hi guys, Yuketzu here. Just want to make a quick build diary on my max block Gladiator who's trying to be immortal. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying my best. So, how does the build work? We're playing a Gladiator with the important block nodes down here, and for clear we're going to go with the blood explosions. For damage I chose to go with Jack the Axe, which is a great weapon for a lot of bleed damage. Damage over time, multi for bleeding from hits with this weapon. I bought a max roll, and this axe also gives you something called Thirst for Blood. Regenerate 400 life per second for each affected enemy, and grants 20% more damage with bleeding. The other reason I chose Axes is because they have insane masteries. I chose 2. I got Bleeding You Inflict deals damage 15% faster, and attacks grant 1 rage on hit. That rage also procs with your counterattacks. So I picked all 3 counterattacks because apparently they don't share cooldown, so that works. I chose Vengeance, Reckoning, and Riposte. Yeah. And all of them constantly trigger that rage. If you're standing in mobs, you're constantly ticking it up. How is this build immortal? Aegis Aurora. Most important line there, replenishes energy shield by 2% of armor when you block. So, we want to stack armor. Generally, the mana reservations I have is Purity of Elements makes us just ailment immune. We don't have to care about anything, because the thing that is probably going to kill us is damage over time. Also, shock is not a good thing. I just don't want to deal with any of that, so I just get Purity of Elements. Also covers our resistances fine, so just pick that and I'm settled. Determination, obviously, for the armor. Vitality, just I wanted to fit it in. Gives us nice survivability if we're actually standing on degen. Tempest Shield, really important for the spell damage block. It's 25% chance now, and as far as I know, I think on level 21 it gives you 26%. Thirst for Blood, that reserves life. I got some nodes that lower that. It's not 10%, it's 6.85, and we got Defiance Banner. Yeah, I'm really low on mana. Just a little bit of life reserved. What else? The Brace Dome. Brass Dome gives us all max LE resistances, +5 about the high roll there. Really important because I don't think physical damage is really going to be a problem. So the next thing I want to look at is elemental damage. We have currently 81 fire, 85 cold, and 80 lightning resistance. Really want to try to get that higher. Getting nodes like this here for the max res is really nice, but couldn't fit it in yet. I'm still fiddling around with build. This is why this is a build diary. We're going with Stone of Lashwar, 15% spell block, and I anointed Mystic Bulwark, giving us another 6% spell block. And the rest of my gear is really just red-blue gear, so armor and energy shield gear. With life, some elemental resistances if necessary. Chaos resistance, really important. I especially got that on the rings here. Once again, chaos resistance, some life, and energy shield, also really important. You want to get those stats on both rings. Same with gloves, actually just blue gloves, cause just a lot of energy shield. Really nice belt here, and same with the boots. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna jump into a delve. I'm quickly gonna show you the tree, and then I'll also link the PUB in the YouTube section, and I'll just do a delve or whatever, and whatever content you guys want to see, I'll do it, so we can test out more. I'm also streaming, so you can check that out. I went straight down here, just picked up the live here. I was standardly going this way, but it's not worth it. You don't need that much dex, and you're really starved on points. You really need to get down here. I picked up the Fortify nodes. Fortify was really annoying to get. I had it in my support links, but that didn't work because I didn't do enough damage. I got int here because I really need this. I got all the reservation things. We're really investing into auras. Got the axe stuff here. Really cool to have this. Actually, maybe thinking about getting other axe nodes, but kind of like this one. Was also one of the first ones. Obviously, we want iron reflexes for the armor. Picked up this block with Intimidate. We have counter attacks of 50% chance to debilitate. As far as I know, that's 10% less damage dealt from the mob, and movement, they're slowed, I think 30%. Then we also want this block mastery. There are very few, I think only 2, maybe 3 block masteries on the tree, and we obviously want the spell block and attack block. The life gain when you block is also really nice, mana gain, but couldn't really fit it in. Then we're moving up here, got the fortify stuff here with the melee hits fortify. Vengeance, Reckoning, Riposte, trigger that. Really nice. I just found that out. I was playing around with it. I spent a lot of regrets on this build, testing stuff. We got the stuff here as well. Block Mastery. We got the Armor, Life Mastery, Determination, Mana Reservation Efficiency, really important. This node here, so good, so strong. Intimidate, on hit with attacks. Obviously that also works with your counter attacks. Picked up the life and the fire res, max fire res, really important. Resolute technique, and then I got natural affinity, the cluster jewel, giving us nature's patience. You just stand there, you get those vines around you, and they stack up. And one vine, it's up to 10. One vine gives you 2% chance to deal double damage and 1% less damage taken per grasping vine, which makes you really that beef tank where you just stand in front of someone and just slash them. In that case, I chose lacerate and do nothing else. I'm getting my fortify stacks, I'm getting my grasping vine stacks, and it's great. It's really awesome. I feel super tanky. Picked up here sanctuary for the spell block, also really nice Ellie res. Got Divine Shield, really nice to have. I think people are overlooking this. Got the Faith and Steel here, more armor, more ES and Ellie res. This entire thing here and this, and that's the tree. I quickly pulled Excel up and threw in some numbers because you get replenishes energy shield by 2% of armor. I currently have with Flasks up 53k, almost 54k. That gives me almost 1.1k ES. Here's the table. Just pulled up a table here for the armor. This is the armor values, and this is how much ES you would get. I think this is enough ES, something around 1000. I think that's enough, because yeah, I think that's enough, and you can just invest into more life. Quickly stats. Yeah, 81 fire, 85 cold, 80 lightning res, 75 chaos res, so we're topped up there as far as I could. 87 block chance. I really want to use the anvil, but we need that spell block chance. And I'm a bit triggered because I only have 74% chance. Could be more. Also, by the way, GGG, if you're overcapping this, it doesn't show you, like all those other stats, the value on your... the value it would be if there wasn't a cap, but there is one, and it doesn't show on the spell block chance. Really annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Delve. One more important thing, really strong Flask mod now is with the Instilling Orbs. You want to roll used when charges reach full, and then you want to roll the Flasks, gain X amount of charges when you're hit by an enemy. You're gonna get hit a lot. You blocking the hit still counts as being hit, and I couldn't roll it on the other, but I'm smart. I got used when adjacent Flask is used, and if you have a good one here in the middle, the other two pop up as well. I didn't roll it on the Sulfur Flask. I'm not sure what to get on my last Flask slot, but those are really strong. Okay, we're doing a delve and see how it goes. Also, I found out, because I do want the grasping vines, I was testing movement skills, everything, flicker, the ambush or whatever. The best thing you can use to keep your grasping vines is sleep slam. Takes away 2. Obviously using it with always attack without moving. Takes away 2, so you keep a lot of the less damage taken. And you can run around with that. I know it's slow, it's not a zoom build, but it's tanky as fuck, and you can just actually do content without dying. So, let's see how it goes. It's not the max level, I think, in the delve here. If you guys want me to push further, I can do that. We are on level 81, monster level. Also running Corrupting Fever just for some more damage, because I currently only have a 4-link Lacerate with what's it called? Life tap, because I don't have any more mana.
My spirit is spent.
Yeah, and my Leap Slam costs 12 mana and I have 13 left. So yeah, up there I'm stacking the Fortify just from doing nothing. My card is moving really slow. Is that normal? It's really weird. Whatever. We're stacking up the rage, really nice for the attack speed. Doesn't give you more damage on the bleed. Doesn't work like this, but still nice to have. You can also use Berserk if you want to. Also more damage reduction. Weird, why is the card moving so slow? Ah, it's going faster now. And yeah, feeling super safe. Every time I block, I get almost 1.1k ES back. And we're good. I hope the node is good. I hope I'm getting flooded with mobs. Build feels really safe. Sometimes I just have to check my Corrupting Fever is still up, because I need to spam the Lacerate to have the life used, so my Corrupting Fever keeps running. Okay. One card. Come on. They're looking good. Really love the Tempest Shield. I also have... do I actually have anything linked to the Tempest Shield? No. Not on the Tempest Shield, but instead on the Reckoning, Hex Touch, Vulnerability, Chance to Bleed. You could also just link it to... what is with the card? Link it to the Tempest Shield. Is easier because you also curse mobs in the back. If you want to play even safer, don't run Vulnerability, just run Enfeeble. But I tested it. I'm feeling fine, it's okay. If you obviously want to change that, go ahead. Yeah, just standing there. I got my Fortify stacks up. Works really nice. I really don't like the new the Fortify changes. Makes it really hard for tanky characters that don't do that much damage to get Fortify stacks with the Fortify support. Other than that, I'm just standing there. On this node, for example, there is degen on the ground, but you have time to react. Yep, and that was it. If you have any more questions, ask me either on my Twitch or here on the YouTube section. I'm gonna post the POB. And yeah, let's find out if we can make this build any tankier. Have a good one, guys.